Hey family, Dad here. Hope you're having a great day. On this video, I just wanted to share STAR-based interview questions and how to prepare for them. So a little background, I'm a 48-year-old dad. Throughout my working career, I have been laid off 4 times. I've shared a previous video on my layoffs in the past. I've interviewed for multiple roles in my life. And over time, I have been in interviews where hiring managers, supervisors have started asking STAR-based questions. I've also been in the other seat as well. I've been involved in asking candidates STAR-based questions during the hiring process for a big tech company. One big surprise is for me, when I was asking these interview STAR-based questions, is how the candidates were not prepared for them. I was shocked. I know throughout the whole process, before they got to me, before I started asking the candidates STAR-based interview questions, that they were prepped. They were told by the recruiter that was involved in this process that there's going to be a lot of STAR-based questions, and be prepared to share anywhere from 5 to 10 different scenarios. So I thought it would be great just to share kind of my take, my thoughts, my views on how to prepare for these STAR-based questions. So STAR is an acronym for situation, task, the action, and then the result. So if I had to kind of say it in one sentence, tell us the situation or scenario, what was the task, what was the action that you took, and what was the end result. Now, for most of us who've been in jobs for, however long, you should have several types of scenarios in your mind that are vivid. Could be with coworkers, could be with customers, could be with accounts that ended up either with a success, a win, a sale, or a fail, or a disaster. You want to write them down in the STAR format. A common question is always going to be kind of a tell me a time. So one question that I've heard before was, tell me a time where you had an upset customer and what was the end result. Now, me being in sales, that's one of the usual questions that will come up during a STAR interview. So in regards to that question, a simple answer would be, a situation I had with customer X was first time I came into their location for a meeting. They were visibly upset about the service that we've provided in the past. Previous contact may have ghosted them or hasn't responded to their emails. In the process, lost a lot of trust and lost a lot of potential sales from this customer. So the task that I had was to repair that relationship, right, with the customer, get them back into a trusted relationship and get them to continue to use our services or products. So the action that I took was asking the customer, what can I do moving forward? What do you need from me today and going forward? So we can kind of repair this partnership. And so, the customer will obviously respond with a couple of resolutions, such as, respond to my emails regularly, have regular touch points, keep us in contact for any kind of potential roadblocks or detours, along the way. The end result was kept a constant touch points with this customer. We did weekly Zoom calls just to assess, what other action items are missing. Any kind of emails or phone voicemails that they left, I would make sure I would respond within 24 hours. And then the end result was we built that trust back with the customer, and they continued and beyond purchasing our products and services to the point where it was year-over-year growth, 125%. So that would be a good example of a STAR-based scenario. Other questions could be, if you're not in sales, tell me a time where you had multiple projects that you were juggling with all tight deadlines. How did you prioritize, and what was the result of all these projects? So if you put that question into a STAR format, thinking back in all different scenarios you've encountered, it should be pretty simple. The results can be either success or failure. It doesn't really matter. The interviewer is usually not looking for 100% of the time of success. What they're trying to assess is regardless of success or failure. They would just want to see what actions you took and what was the end result, obviously, but what did you learn from that end result as well. So have anywhere between, 5 to 10 different type of scenarios or situations that you've had during your working life. Write them down, in the STAR format. Most of these STAR scenarios, you should remember. They should be vivid in your mind and how you handled it, how you approached it, and what was the result. STAR-based questions are asked to assess your behaviors or actions during these scenarios. It's for you to paint a picture for the company of who you are in different work scenarios. So hopefully that answered some of the questions. Now there's some great resources on the internet, on YouTube as well, as far as how to prepare for STAR-based questions. I'll put some resources, some links down below just to kind of get you on your feet and help. But should be very simple. Once you kind of start getting in the groove of it, starting writing down certain scenarios that you had in the past that were pretty vivid to you, you'll able to write it down and just you won't even need to memorize it. It'll just come all second nature because you were involved in that whole process. So tell me your thoughts. Anything else to add, please comment, let me know. And so that's all I got. Stay safe, stay positive, and be happy. Love you, Dad.